All right, we are getting it in. Test, test, check, check. 1 1 2 2. 1 1 2 2. Check, check. Mic check. This is a mic test. What is up, everybody? This is your boy Simon Sejas, and today I'm going to be making a little quick comparison between my Canon R6 and my Sony ZV-1. So my Sony ZV-1 is actually in pretty much auto mode. I'll let you know what the settings are in a little bit in comparison to the R6. Right now we're just doing an audio test. I'm going to be recording separate audio today with my Roadcaster Pro, and this is a mic test. Check, check. 1 1 2 2. And what I'm going to be doing is syncing my audio with the video afterward with both the cameras that I'm using, so that we'll have one clean, consistent audio source. So right now I'm using my Sony ZV-1. The sync audio, or the secondary audio, is going to be coming directly from the camera itself, so it's the internal audio. And then right over here with my Canon R6, I have the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus connected into the Canon R6, so that's going to be my reference audio for that camera. And yeah, we are filming away right now, and let's see, what am I going to do a comparison with so far? So right now, okay, let me tell you the settings right now that each of these cameras are running at right now. So my Sony ZV-1, I'm filming at 60 frames per second, 1080p, XAV, CSHD, and its shutter is at 1/60th, and the f-stop is at 1.8, and the ISO is around 250. Okay, going over to my R6, I have in manual settings, I am recording at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it is 1/125th of a second, and the f-stop is at 4.0, and the ISO is auto ISO, so I can't really see what the ISO is at this time, but I'm just letting the camera do its thing. And the reason why the f-stop is is at 4.0 is because that's the lowest it can go on the kit lens with the R6, which is the 24-105, variable aperture 4.0 to 7.1, and I have it at its widest at 24 millimeters. With my Sony ZV-1, I have it at its widest at 24 millimeters as well, and we're just doing a quick comparison of the two. So the Sony ZV-1 has a 1-inch sensor, while the R6 has a full frame 35 millimeter sensor. So full frame versus 1-inch. And to give you a comparison between how much smaller the 1-inch sensor is, it goes full frame, Super 35, APS-C, 4/3, and then it goes 1-inch, and after that it goes 1/2 inch. Then after that it goes 1/3, and then it goes 1/4, and pretty much from there it's lower than that, but I'm not sure what the sizes are after that. But that's pretty much in a nutshell the sensor size going down the scale. But yeah, how does the footage compare with each other? So the R6 is going to probably be a little bit darker because of the aperture being at 4, and then the aperture on the Sony ZV-1 is at 1.8. But how good does these cameras do in a lighting situation like this? I'm using my ring light right here to my right to illuminate my face, and yeah, it's so far I think both of them are doing a really good job. The thing I like about the Sony ZV-1 is it's such a small, compact little powerhouse of a camera that has so many features that actually get it to hit way above its price point. And some of the features that I like about the Sony ZV-1 is the 1-inch sensor actually is a pretty large sensor when it comes to being in a compact camera form. The 1-inch sensor enables the camera to get nice, decent low light capabilities, as well as getting somewhat of a separation if you want to get somewhat of a bokeh effect. The 1-inch sensor does a nice job of doing that. and having that 1.8 aperture helps with that as well. It also has an ND filter. For in-home stuff, the thing that I like about this is that it has a pass-through power, so that way you can connect a power bank or just plug it into the wall and you'll have continuous power without having to worry about the camera dying out from running out of battery. Also, it has an unlimited record time. That is a huge deal when it comes to recording with a camera. I think it's pretty amazing, all the features that this little camera has. What else does it have? It has a microphone jack if you want to use external audio with the camera. Let me see. What else does it have? It has clean HDMI out. That's another thing too. So the little ZV-1 would be perfect for if you want to do streaming. When you're doing gaming and stuff like that, this would be a nice little camera. The thing I like about it is so small, light, and portable that you can just not have to worry about lenses and just pull it out of the bag, set it up, and start recording, and you're good to go. You just with the R6 is a few steps up, and it's more of a professional photo camera, but also has very, very nice video specs. I do mainly videography, and I've always done videography since day one. And even though people are saying that it's more a photo-based camera, I got it because of the video capabilities. If the Sony ZV-1 films at 4K 30 frames per second, and R6 films at 4K 60 frames per second, both cameras are very, very nice. The R6, I would say, is definitely a very nice professional camera that I'm going to be using in many projects to come. The ZV-1 is a nice little all-arounder point and shoot camera that I've utilized for so many different things. I would say I would be careful with trying to film outdoors when you're trying to do like activities and stuff, or anything rugged out on the outdoors. It is a fixed lens, so the lens will pop out and stuff, but I would be very careful with anything hitting that front element of the camera, because once that's damaged, then sayonara. No. With the R6, I have the 24-105 kit lens, but with the R6, it's a RF mount, and I can adapt multiple different lenses. And I also have the EF to RF adapter. That way I can use my EF glass. And the cool thing about the R6 is that I can adapt my EFS lenses as well. So all my crop sensor lenses and stuff work perfectly fine with the R6. It was cool because I actually had the adapter connected to the adapter. It's the OEM adapter, RF to EF adapter for the R6, or for all the R series cameras. But coming back to what I was saying is the R6 automatically changes over to 1.6 crop in the camera to be able to utilize any of the EFS glass. So the other day when I attached my 10 to 18 millimeter wide angle lens to take some practice photography for some real estate stuff, the 1.6 crop was automatically enabled, and the footage in the photo looked nice. I was pleasantly surprised that the camera is smart enough to just adjust on its own and to do that. So I like that a lot. I like that I can take a full frame camera and have the versatility to be able to utilize it as a crop sensor, where it can punch into as well. R6, love the camera so far. I just got a cage for it. It's the Easy Hood cage. I ordered it from Amazon Prime, and it got to me super quick. It is very, very similar to my Ulanzi UU rig cage that I got for my 80D and 70D and 80D, and very, very similar. It's funny because I actually put my R6 into the UU rig cage for the 80D, and it fit, but I didn't have access to the battery compartment because it wasn't meant for the R6 frame, but it still worked nicely, and I was able to use that for a day until I got my R6 cage, and I am loving the R6 cage. I was able to use my UU rig handle on my Easy Hood cage, and it fit in nicely. So it was pretty much seamless, and it's pretty cool. I have a nice setup. I think it's awesome. So yeah, I've been recording for quite some time. I can see the battery going down on the ZV1. It's definitely chewing away at the battery life. I do have a spare battery that's ready to go. I can just pop it right in. So with the ZV1, there was one thing that a lot of people were complaining about the camera, is that the thread on the bottom to attach like a tripod was right in the way of having access to the doorway to get the battery or get to the SD card. But I did find a workaround. As long as you get the little Ulanzi cage, or just any type of cage, even the small rig cage works perfect. As long as you get a cage for your camera, it gives you access to the door or to the battery and to your SD card. So they fixed that. You could definitely get around that with a few different adjustments. Okay. And one of them was as long as you use a cage with the ZV1, then that's a definite workaround. And hopefully I can get out today and go get some skating in. It looks like the sun is peeking out a little bit, and it looks nice. It's been a while since I've had any time to really sit down and just dork around and do random stuff like this. But okay, I guess that is it for right now. If you guys found this video helpful, please give me a like. Also, hit that subscribe button to tune into any future content from this channel. That is right. My name is Simon Sejas, and you guys have a great, blessed, beautiful day, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.